Alright, so I've had a few requests of people wanting to see how I do the path tags. So I thought I would show you. Here it is. Got a few things set up. This is the email that I use. Here's an email that I have open that somebody's requesting a design. The design they want, let's see, they say, uh, well, it doesn't really say here, but essentially he's a doctor, and he does this, and he wears scrubs, and it's a patch on his scrubs. So this is a patch on the guy's scrubs that he wears at work, and he wants to create a a path tag, which is just a geocaching coin. So there's the there's the image that where it's pretty simple, straightforward. Figured why I would show you guys how we do that, and that's what he wants on a path tag. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So there's my email, and then I have this folder of all my designs, and I have a blank nickel tag here, and this is my pre-roll for my blank nickel tag. I've got all my layers here. I'm going to get rid of the watermark and the color legend, so I have a free palette, and he wants his name on here, and I had already copied that. No, I do not want it in that layer. You're right, I want it in that layer. So he wants his name on there. So we're going to go ahead and just get his name up on there. That's, if you're a geocacher, there's his name. So there you go. And now I don't want to play with that one for a little bit. I'll monkey with that one later. And now I need, oh, I got another one open here. Okay, it was saved. Good. Back to here. So I'm going to take his image. I don't think I really need it that large. We'll just go that size, and we'll just copy it at that size. And we're going to paste it right in here. Oh, you're right, I don't want it in that layer either. Some of you might notice that I'm a little under the weather this week, and I do have a cold. I'm getting over it, getting better, so that's good. Layer 8. I don't need layer 8, so I'm just going to put this in the center. Oh, and I got the full size anyway. Okay, well, I'm going to shrink that down to something we can work with. And this is about the size. Look at that. The path tag's almost finished itself, just because it did. But it's going to be about that size. The hole generally won't look right there, and so it doesn't really matter where the hole goes. I'm going to probably put this pretty centered, maybe up a little of center, because the name will probably go across the bottom here. Okay, so I don't like the hole placement, so let's figure out where that hole placement is going to go. I've got my layers all set up, so I'm going to take these layers and I'm going to rotate them to a position that I like. And 45 degrees right off to one side. Yeah, I might do that. Nope, I think it's just going to be at a pretty placement right about there. 62 degrees apparently. And now I'm going to move my border back because it's completely round. Try to get it as straight as I can. Just because you can see the little white fingers. I don't know if you saw that or not. See these white fingers? They cover extra drawings that I do, because a lot of times I'll draw a lot bigger of a picture than actually needed on the design, and or there's just finger trails hidden out there. So let's put that back. Alright, and then this is my little trademark, so when I send it to the customer, they're going to get stapled with that every time. It'll eventually get removed by path tags, but at least they'll know who to complain about when the design's hard to do. Okay, so now I've got my design, got my hole placement. I'm going to adjust this a little bit bigger, and we'll go with probably make it a little bit smaller. Size doesn't really matter right now, but I probably don't even need to move that. So we're just going to grab a pencil and a color that I can see, and most of you probably can't see that I'm actually using a tablet and a pen. The one I currently have is just a bamboo. I think I got it at Kmart or Walmart or somewhere like that. I don't know, Staples. I don't remember. Not really the point. So I'm gonna take my line here. I'm just gonna kind of trace the smiley face. And now there's some quick hotkeys in Adobe Illustrator is what I've been using um, to draw the designs. So quick hotkey for Adobe Illustrator, if anybody uses Adobe Illustrator, for your pen tool is if you hold the Alt key, you can just smooth out your lines really quite easily. And it made my horrible circle a lot better. And it's actually it's probably not going to be as good as I want it to be, so I might even just make a circle and get rid of parts of it. That's exactly what I'm going to do because it appears these guys are circles anyway. Imagine that. Looks like a pretty good circle. Okay, so he's right there. We'll make, since I'm making circles, might as well make another circle for the cat. Make the circle here. Shrink it down a little bit. My pen is kind of on the fritz, so you'll notice it likes to do these super triple clicks. I probably should just order a new pen because it's gonna keep doing it pretty fun like. Oh my gosh, come on, pen. I'll just use the mouse on the keyboard, or I can just do it smarter and go shrink, move it over with the keypad. Okay, that was a little too small. Hey, it's not perfectly circle anyway. Thought I was holding the shift key. Apparently I wasn't. Makes me wonder if this one was circle. Yes, it was. Okay. The dog does not appear to be circle, so we'll just draw him. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the pen and I'm gonna get rid of the spots that are not visible. So that'll be pretty much gone, and then this will be pretty much gone. Not the whole thing. I said not the whole thing, just a little part of it, just that part. Okay. Now that's gone. Now the lines seem a little small. Oh my gosh, my pen is freaking out. Okay, so I had to discipline my pen a little bit, but I think I have it fixed for a minute. Oh, that was way too much selection. I should lock them layers again. Okay, where was it? Inner ring, outer ring. Okay, they're locked. And I have these selected, and path tags, they normally accept a 3-point line. I pretty much push them all the time at a 2-point line just because I don't know, I'm mean. I always think that they can do better, or they should, have at least the best there to work with. So I should probably just give it a 3-point line so that they're all happy and everything's easy. But sometimes that one extra point can really make a difference. And even if it's not seen in the final detail, the point gets across to because my designs, unfortunately, the company that produces the physical coin, they don't actually accept this file from me. They just take a JPEG and they redraw it all. So I don't know why they do that, but that's just what they do. So it appears these eyes are egg shaped, so I'm going to kind of make them a little frumpy here, see if I can fill that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that as easily as I hoped. Pretty close. Alright, pen is acting up again. Okay, I like that eyeball. I'll take that eyeball. We'll make 2 of them. Okay, so now I've got the eyes and the mouth of the yellow face. Oh, I wasn't even realizing when I was erasing that none of this is going to be here either. So that's gone. Okay, now it's discipline my pen again. Bear with me. 10. So maybe you don't want to get a bamboo. That might not shoot. I don't know. I've had this for quite a few years, so this pen's been chewed on like crazy. Okay, so that doesn't look like a face so much as an ear, so I'm just going to draw it into an ear here. See if we can get something we like. And again, with the shift key to smooth out my lines, because I love smooth lines, we're gonna accentuate that just a little bit, make it look more like an ear, because it's currently on a, looks like embroidered, so probably, come on, pen, work with me. Hello, pen, wake up. Thank you. Okay. Beeps. The computer beeps. Apparently I can't hold all those keys at the same time. As much as I would like to, I can't. Alright, so there's the other ear, and click over the head. Now, obviously this is just a trace because that's all they really want. They didn't tell me to draw something weird concocted out of their head. Like the next design I'll probably show you. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight, but I have two designs that are, one is this simple trace like this one, and then the other one is more this his personal ideas, and he just wants to see it come to life. So we'll see if we can do that one too, and maybe make it look good. All right, so maybe have to speed this up a little bit. Keep doing. Don't normally talk a lot in my videos. I think it's actually the heat in my hand that is making my pen stop. So we're gonna have to take another pause so I can beat up my pen. Oh, I wish you guys could see me right now. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm actually blowing on my pen and my hand just to cool it down so it doesn't cook my tablet, because I think I am cooking my tablet. I guess you cannot be 400 degrees and operate a computer. I drew a little bit more, but you can see where the nose and the pen just wouldn't quit. So we'll get back to this in a second. Well, it was almost a second, but it actually appears that my pen is gonna keep working with me. We'll see. Now, because this is a path tag, this kind of gets a little squirrely where the colors are going to be. So I'm just gonna assume that that'll all be filled in white. I might make some shadowing here. Don't think so though. Don't think that was the object. So continuing on. Okay. I think that's a thumb. We'll make that a thumb. Okay. And kitty gets some ears. Smooth that out. That one looked pretty good. Well, the yellow face was easy. Alright. Dog was a little difficult because my pen was freaking out. But we'll see. It goes a little bit faster. So I'm still using the pen tool, and I'm still holding the shift button to get the lines the way I like them. I'm going to take that eyeball, and since that eyeball just looks so darn good, I'm going to hold that same, I hit the V key, the hotkeys I'm using here, I'm hitting the N to jump to the pen, and then the V to jump to the arrow keys, so we're just going to jump that, and then I use that same Alt key, and it gives a whole different function to the pen when I use it. So when I hold that Alt key and I drag, I make a copy. So if you didn't know that, now you do. And I could just drag it to reflect it, but just because I don't want to drag it an irregular size, I'm going to just flip it with the rotate. And there we go. There's the two eyes. They actually look a little not cat-like. So there we go. Well, now see, I like that eye better. So I'm going to take that one. We'll do, oh, got everything. Ooh. Alright, so half of you are probably bored out of your mind. So try to finish this up real quick. It appears all this overlay, I'm going to want to start with the thumb first. And because I'm changing this from one thing to the other, I think the face is actually going to reach down to that finger. Because my pen's not being nice, I'll just move it up like that. And drag this finger, appears it comes up and around and down. Because, well, he's holding his animals, right? There we go. And make the other finger. That one was a little off. I can fix that. I won't hold that shift button unless I actually need it. And I kind of like that little dimple in the finger, so I'm going to leave that. I think I left it on the other side too. Okay, I don't like it that much. There it is. Okay, go back to that, smooth my lines. There we go. And the last finger, done. Okay. Let's touch up his mouth. I might cheat. And here's the pen. Pen's getting hot again. Might have to take a break. Oh, jeez. Makes this tedious work kind of funny. Come here. Alright, it's just not tedious working. Yeah, look, that works. I can do that. I'll be happy with that. Make that a little bit bigger. Alright, so that's pretty close. You guys get the idea. And we'll draw his nose here. Okay. Now that we've got the cat and the nose, the dog, and draw the whiskers, because probably going to be 3 of them. Now this is where there's a slight problem with path tags. When you're doing a path tag, they actually have to fill all these areas with paint. So somebody's actually going to come in with a fine tip pen and pour the correct color paint into these little spots. So I gotta make sure that somebody can actually do that. So this whisker is really gonna lie in a couple of different lines. So somebody's gonna have to fill this with orange and then this with orange, and you see what I mean. So that should be enough room to work with. It's gonna get a little messy right there, but it's whiskers and it's kind of gonna be hard to see anyway. I don't know what else to do, so that's what it's gonna be. Maybe make it a little. I think I might move that. I'm gonna try it right up here. Put it up into this. No, see, that might be just too far up. Okay, they got theirs going down. Maybe I can work down. Oh, nope. Nope. It's gonna pretty much end right there. So you probably won't even really see that one as much. Maybe I'll make those lines. I'll make those lines a little bit bigger so they're more pronounced. And we'll do this one. Move that one. I could probably make a single line and give it the correct curve, but this will work fine. I probably should have. Didn't like how that one did not mean to do that. I meant to do that. And give it a spin, and maybe we'll make the curve a little bit longer. Control C gives me the tool to change the curve. So I just quick hit Control C and I V and M. Them are pretty much my big hotkeys. Okay, so now I've got his drawing. I'm going to remove it, make sure I got everything, and everything looks like it will fill with paint. It will. There's appears to be just a little something missing underneath. You need something underneath of here. So I believe that's a hand line, so I'm gonna have to make it a hand line. I might actually adjust that whole hand and do a new rendition of this design for him just to make it look proper.